right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Qudash, Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father. And Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, who the world knows as Jesus Christ. And I want to give double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom we learn this truth from. And I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. And today, this message is going to be based around wars and rumors of war, prophecy, World War III, on the horizon. Matter of fact, I'm finna grab this book of Revelations, chapter 11, and verse 14. And it says, the second woe is past, talking about World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And we see the third woe cometh quickly, man, because you had this situation over there in the Holy Land of Israel, which belongs to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, Israel and Hamas, how this war has been going on for, if I'm not mistaken, almost 20 days now, or close to 20 days now, and it's only getting worse and worse, man. And it proves that those Jayish people over there are not the people. You see, because it tell you, if we were back in the land, hey, it'll be no more weapons here on the earth. You tell you how the Yahweh Shai and 144,000, they'll go around and burning all the weapons. There'll be no more war in the land. We won't be getting hurt if we was in the land. You see, here it is. They getting their ass bombed, and they bombing hospitals. War still is going on. It tells you how everybody going to beat their weapons, their swords and shields into plowshares and pruning hooks. You see, but this just to show that they are not the people, and World War III is on the horizon. And I got this article right here. And I got a book that I want to go to that I learned from Elder Apostle Gabar and Elder Apostle Rumlot. You see, and it's called Satan's Angels Exposed. But I'm gonna this the article first. I'm gonna get it to it. It says Putin ally issues ominous warning of world war. You see, that third war coming quickly. And it says, fucking devil. Kremlin propagandist Vladimir Solovyov warned of an incoming new world war, which is what, World War III. You see, it says that in his claims would see the West pitted against Muslims all over the world, whom Russia would back with the supply of weapons. You see, which brings me to my next precept, Ezekiel 38:1. But it says new world war is finna come. This is gonna put the Muslims. It said that the West pitted against the Muslim all over the world. So matter of fact, I'm gonna go into the book first. It says how the West will be pitted against Muslims. And Elder Apostle Rumla, he did a beautiful lesson on this. Second Esdras 15-28 on down. And they're going to the plan for 3 world wars. And this is the Mazzini and Pike plan. It was a letter that was written to one another. You see, and I just want to get this head, and that just to show you, say Illuminati influenced in the United States. You see, going into those elites. They're the ones, the light bearers of the earth right now. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. And you see, they have a dark light shedded over the world, man. It's all strategized and planned by these devils, everything that go on here. And this one says the plan for 3 world wars. And I'm going to read right here at the bottom. It says, in 1871, Giuseppe Mazzini issued a remarkable letter in which he graphically outlined plans for 3 world wars. You see, I had to do my research on Giuseppe Mazzini. I didn't look him up, but just, Spirit just had me think about that. So that's probably something you can do if you're interested. It says, until recently, this letter was on display in the British Museum Library in London. So this letter was actually on display, if not still on display, in the British Museum in London. It said Pike aided in making this plan known in the United States. It was a blueprint for 3 wars. You see, it get a blueprint for 3 wars. It's chapter 22. It says the 3 wars plan or coincidence. And Elder Apostle Rumline, he broke these down, World War I and World War II. But I'm going to get straight to the point, World War III. You see? Hey, because hey, they know way more than I do. You hear me? So when he breaking down World War One, he go more in depth into it. But just to get straight to the point, World War III, it says the Mazzini-Pike blueprint, also called for a World War III. This will begin by firing up the controversy between Judaism and the Muslim world, and that's what's going on today. The J-ish people over there, the small hats, the JOOS's, those people will be so-called Judaism, and the Muslim world, which would be Hamas, Ishmael and his brothers. You see, and that's what's taking place right now. And they said this was the plan for World War III. So Abu Ratazar, this is it. But we know before World War III is to its full extent that that RFID microchip has to be implemented as the mark of the beast throughout the 4 corners of the earth, man. And we see that in the news as well. But continuing on, it says the Mazzini-Pike blueprint also called for a World War III. This will begin by firing up the controversy between Judaism and the Muslim world. They hope that the Zionists and Muslims will destroy each other and bring the rest of the world into a final conflict. And you see how everybody is, oh, we for Israel. You got Floyd Mayweather sending shit. You got this stupid ass nigga Amari Stoudemire. He just yelling and cussing at his phone. But these niggas stupid, man. You got everybody ready to back him. You see, you just had a 71-year-old Edomite stab a 6-year-old Muslim child to death over here in Chicago, man. All because of this war. Hey, you see how about Shemal Shah, he's stirring things up. He's speeding up the times, man. And it says they hope that the Zionists and Muslims will destroy each other and bring the rest of the world into a final conflict. Oh, and one thing, you had these Muslim leaders saying to all the Muslims around the world, be ready to be martyrs for this war, man. And guess what? It's massive Ishmaelites over here, man. They claim that they hijacked the plane and blew up the Twin Towers. What else they gonna do when you got a war like this going on? Ain't no telling what these niggas may do over here, or what Esau may plan for them niggas to do over here. It says, once again, they hope that the Zionists and Muslims will destroy each other and bring the rest of the world into a final conflict. This Armageddon would bring complete social, political, and economic chaos. You see, that's what they said. Armageddon. Grab this in the scriptures. This is, yep, Revelation 16 and 12, and I'm going to jump down. And the 6th angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up. And you look it up, a Euphrates River damn near dried up. And it says that the way of the kings of the east may be prepared, that the kings were over there, that's what's going to be fought at over there in the Middle East, that it may be prepared. You just had Biden sent 3,000 Marines over there a couple months back, and now he's sending even more because of this war breaking out. You see? Jumping down to verse 16. And it says, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. You see? This is World War III, Armageddon, man. And this is the point. It says, while the Illuminati secret few may fan the fires. The secret few, hey, that's that. It said the few, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Hey, they are fanning the fire. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. It's Jeremiah 50. Salaki. In verse 45, therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon. And this Babylon is spiritual Babylon, which is America today. And his purpose is that he had purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. And you know, the Chaldeans, they was wizards back in the ancient time. And that's what America all about. Sorcery, witchcraft, wizardry. You see, and that's what this that book is called. Satan's Angels Exposed. You see, and they're going into Satan worship. All this lines up with the scriptures, man. Their book is called Satan's Angels Exposed. Who? These Edomites, Esau Edom, man. He's been exposed. You see, he got all this information out here in the book, and you niggas don't even know about this. And here it is, the apostles and elders been studying these things for years, and they have exposed this into us. And now it's our job to expose it to you, whether you want to hear it or forbear. You see, all this is set up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Al Shai, man. That's why it said the secret few. You see, it's saying, but this is the counsel that the Lord has purpose against these devils. Out of all this that they has planned, the RFID microchips, World War III, how they want to world domination, and it's always set up through the spirit and power of the Lord. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. You see, it said the least of the flock shall draw them out. Going into those smaller countries like Iran, Israel, Hamas, Iran. Israel, they're backed by America, and Iran, they're backed by Russia. You see, so these small countries, they're gonna bring the big boys out, America and Russia. You see, China, North Korea. You see, there's gonna be the least of the flock drawing them out. And it says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And their habitation is going to be desolate when those nuclear missiles drop over here in America and to destroy this place off the face of the earth. Yep. Going back to the to this letter, it says, while the Illuminati secret few may fan the fire, it must be seriously questioned how much world influence this group has had in the last century. It is quite possible that these Illuminati schemes for 3 world wars are more recent inventions, post-dated to give authenticity to those who seek to blame the sin and suffering of today's world on some secret few. You see, and just look at the conditions of the earth, man. All this is to be blamed on who? Starting with the elites, man. GMO foods, animals beaching themselves, just destroying the air itself, spraying chemtrails, plants. You know, they just trying to destroy all herbs. They don't want you to know about herbs. You see, they're teaching the children how to be moles. Hey, this is why Armageddon must take place. It says, in any event, to fill the void created by Armageddon will become a world government headed by the Illuminati. In the letter now cataloged in the British Museum in London, Pike wrote to Mazzini. You see? So it was all planned and strategized how they want these 3 world wars ultimately for world government. And you see, this is what it's going to lead to. Being decapitated if you don't want to bow down unto this beast and receive his mark, his little thing, his little device, that RFID microchip. And just want to jump down to page, right here. It says, start of world government. Satan will set up a world governmental system, appoint his own ruler over it. This world dictator in scriptures is called the beast and is also known as the Antichrist. Yep, you see, and there's more than one Antichrist. If you're against Yahweh Shai, you're an Antichrist. You can be a nigga and you're an Antichrist. You see, Esau Edom try to play on the worlds. But the beast system, that's the ancient Roman Empire being restored today, because that's the same system that America is running. You see, the ancient Roman Empire playbook, they have been restored. You see? And it says, and he is the ultimate Antichrist. He blasphemed the Holy Spirit. He set himself up to be the Most High, painted God to be white, his only begotten son to be a white boy, King David, and everybody else on down. painting to be white boys, naked angel babies with wings. You see? And he's the ultimate antichrist. He will have a pseudo-religious assistant who is known as the false prophet. Who is that? The Pope and shit. The Pope them. Hey, they all for this too, man. They talking about they rocking LGBTQ alphabet stuff in their churches and shit. They telling you they supporting war, man. You supposed to be a church. Now they say church supposed to be so holy, and you supposed to be so meek, and you know that's how they want us to be out there. But when we have rude speech, it's a problem. But here it is, you got the Pope promoting LGBTQ, and he also telling you niggas, he telling these other countries, if you ain't gave Ukraine shit, you need to be supplying them weapons for a war. You see? It says everyone will be commanded to worship Satan as the supreme God of the universe. The false prophet will direct everyone to display a mark of allegiance either on their right hand or on their forehead. And look, Revelations 13 and 16 and 17, the mark of the beast. That's what it's ultimately going to lead into, man. But yep, going back to the article. Through with that. Oh yeah, but it said it's going to put Muslims against, it said the West, Salaki, the West against the Muslims. And I looked this up as well. And I looked up what is the dominant religion here in America, Christianity. You see, that's why I said, the West against the Muslims. That's what it's ultimately going to be. They trying to make it like ultimately like a race war, basically. How it just was broken down. So like I lost my train of thought, but basically there's it. And it says, going back to the article, it says Vladimir Solovyov warned of an incoming new world war that in his claims would see the West pitted against Muslims all over the world. It says whom Russia would back with the supply of weapons. It said Russia going to back them with the supply of weapons. And I'm going to jump through this because that basically right here they're talking about how America has been. Matter of fact, it said the U.S. for recently provided Ukraine with long-range ATACMS missiles, saying Americans believe they can do anything. You see, they saying, okay, you sending Ukraine weapons against us. Hey, they're gonna do the same thing. You see, I'm gonna jump down to the point what turned me up. This is what needs to be done ASAP. It says, matter of fact, I'm just gonna read down. Lord, will it be quick? It says they delivered ATACMS. We should deliver everything America's enemies need. You see, that's what he's saying. We need everything American enemies need. We gonna supply them, basically. Like it just said, Russia backs them. It says Vladimir Solo can be heard saying in an expert shaped on YouTube by the Russian Media Monitor, an independent project, blah, 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 skip to it. It says, to all of them, any weapons that they need, he continued to make sure there is not one spot on this earth where soil doesn't burn under the feet of these neo-colonist critters. You see, they said they're going to supply them where the soil doesn't, to the point where, they said they're going to basically set this bitch on fire, man. You see, call you little fucking monkeys, little critters. And you see, because they say right here saying you delivering weapons to our enemies, you want to kill Russians. So that's the same spirit that they're gonna come in. Which leads me to this. Ezekiel 38. And it says, and the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog. And that's a dark saying for Russia, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them. Though the Lord going to use Russia to destroy America, but he's against them as well. Those are Edomites too. And it says, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Hey, that's why you got them talking like that. Hey, we're gonna supply all your enemies, hey, until there's no earth under you that's not burned, man. You little critters. You see, that's why you got them ready. They in that war spirit, man. You see, Putin, he ready for it. Putin said he got some shit that'll cook everything over here in America. You see? And it says, I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. You see, they're going into that Armageddon. It says Persia, and which is Iran today, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, those African countries. And you got Putin, he just he dropped their debts and he supplied them with weapons as well. All of them with shield and helmet. It says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with them. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard. You see, that's why, hey, that's them being a guard. Like they just said, they gonna back those countries with this war, man. The same way America been backing Ukraine. You see, now they're saying, hey, we finna back Iran and Hamas against Israel. You see? And this is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. You see, the Lord said his plagues have come upon the whole earth, and he said we shall remain in them. You see, and we out here, we see the things that's taking place. Hey, it's just a matter of time for all hell break loose in America, and some shit like some past 9/11 happened over here, man. All hell break loose and major lockdowns. It's gonna get, hey, America finna get shooken up real soon. How it was in 9/11, it's gonna be worse this time, man. He said, for the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Hey, that's going to all you heathens over here in America. It's the three classifications of men: the sons of the wicked, which are the Edomites; the sons of the man, which are these other heathen nations; and the sons of God, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. 2/3 of you are going to die here, right along with all these heathens. He said, behold, and the horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east, which is what? Armageddon, because that's what's going to be fought at over there in the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, those Ishmaelites, Hamas, Iran, shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Hey, these are the times that we're coming into. Hey, World War III is going to be a great war, man. He say also the Carmanians, which would be Iran today. If you look up the definition of Carmania, it's going to show you this, which is Iran today. Matter of fact, let me see. Carmania definition.
According to dictionary.com, Carmania, show IPA, noun, a province of the ancient Persian Empire on the Gulf of Oman.
Yep, the Persians, which are the Russians today. But it's another one. It'll pop up. Yeah, it's a picture that I got. Matter of fact, Salaki, 1 second. Khan. Here it is. Go back to the precept again. It says, also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. And the Carmanians, those are the Iranians today. He said they shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. You see, and they tell you how Ishmael, he's going to be a wild man. And that's his nature. He'll scrap a bomb. They'll scrap a bomb to a kid chest, and the kid will go in the building and blow that bitch up. You see? There's them old wild boars of the wood. And with great power shall they come and join battle with them. And they ready to join with Hamas, you see, and you got Russia backing them. And they said they're going to supply them with the weapons that they need. And Iran, they have created a hypersonic missile that can't even be traced that they done gave unto Russia. Now imagine the shit that Russia can give them that they can soup up and make it even, more better just to shoot over here in America. And it says, and join battle with them, and they shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. You see, and that's America. The Assyrians will be a dark saying for the Americans today. They say they're going to waste a portion of the land. But this is on the simple Google definition. Say Carmania definition. Carmania is a historical region that approximately corresponds to the modern Iranian province. You see, it's just to prove that. Hey, and this is what World War III is going to consist of, man. Missiles being shot off at each other. You see, America, Russia, Iran, Israel. This is what World War III is going to consist of. Isaiah 9:5, it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, the hand-to-hand combat, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And that's going to be the ultimate destruction of America. You see? Going back to Jeremiah 50. Let me see, in verse... I'm gonna jump around. Jeremiah 50 and verse 13. Because of the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, it shall not be inhabited. Going into America, how it's gonna be destroyed by the way of those nuclear missiles, never to be inhabited again. But it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. They're gonna be like, damn, they're gonna be astonished at the destruction of America. And it says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you nations, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. And that's going to those missiles, for she have sinned against the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And jumping down again. Hey, because this is what the Lord has planned to be the downfall and destruction of America. Jeremiah 50 and verse 45. Therefore, hear you the counsel of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, that he have taken against Babylon, America, and his purposes that he have purpose against the land of the Chaldeans, America, these elites. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, which we just read. How Israel and Hamas on the ground are beefing. They're going to draw out the big guns. It says, surely he shall make their habitation most desolate. And that's going to be by the way of those nuclear missiles. It says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. And the scripture tell you how the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. And the cry is heard among the nations. Hey, and her time is near to come, man. This is what's is fastly approaching America, man. So, hey, Lord willing, this video is edifying unto you, brothers and sisters. I'm going to end it off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rachakodash. A double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom we learn this truth from. And shalom to the hopefully elect.